Today, let's delve into the fascinating case study of the Indian Premier League, IPL. This innovative initiative revolutionized India's cricket landscape, condensing the traditional gentleman's game into an electrifying 3-hour sports spectacle. The IPL's inception birthed at a fresh market realm, characterized by unparalleled success and a surge in global cricket fandom. Attendees of IPL matches don't merely witness top-tier cricketing talent in action across its 8 illustrious teams. They also indulge in a sensory feast of Bollywood beats, spirited chants, and vibrant cheerleader performances during breaks. Consequently, the IPL pioneered a concept termed quick attainment, redefining cricket consumption and engagement. This transformation propelled the IPL to the zenith of Indian television, captivating audiences far beyond the traditional cricket-loving demographic. Crucially, the emergence of quick attainment did not supplant or disrupt existing cricket leagues or entertainment avenues. Instead, the IPL unlocked a harmonious market niche, fostering symbiotic growth for domestic cricket leagues and the entertainment sector alike. The IPL, with its constellation of 8 city-affiliated teams, offers a distinctive tapestry of cricketing excellence intertwined with the vibrancy of Bollywood entertainment. Cricket holds an indelible sway over the Indian populace, commanding unparalleled devotion and serving as the nation's premier sporting spectacle. As the top-earning sport in the country, cricket thrives on robust sponsorships and the star power of its players, contributing significantly to the global cricketing revenue. The IPL's maiden season in 2008 etched its mark in history, captivating millions of viewers both domestically and overseas, swiftly ascending to become one of the world's most revered sporting extravaganzas. Lalit Modi's ascendancy as the BCCI's youngest vice president in 2005 heralded a new era of innovation, propelling the organization towards modernization. With its monopolistic grip, the BCCI wields formidable influence, shaping the contours of cricketing events involving Indian players, both on home soil and beyond international borders. The BCCI, lacking impetus for change, adhered to traditional cricket governance methods, mirroring other national bodies. Primarily, it prioritized quantity over innovation, proliferating quick matches featuring familiar teams and formats. For instance, it orchestrated 6 domestic tournaments across 27 state associations, blurring distinctions like that between the Ranji and Irani Trophy. Consequently, competitions unfolded monotonously. Secondly, the game's essence centered on player performance, emphasizing athleticism, resilience, and records over entertainment. Thirdly, a stark divide persisted between national and local spheres, with international matches esteemed and exclusive, while local leagues languished in obscurity and amateurism. Foreign player appearances on domestic turf were rare, and even national team members hesitated to engage in domestic leagues, fearing injury. Lastly, the BCCI operated without a business-oriented approach. Despite its non-profit status, the organization lacked managerial acumen and commercial mindset, neglecting areas like investment and merchandising. Substantial revenues from sponsorships and broadcast rights failed to trickle down to enhance infrastructure or nurture local talent. The strategy canvas emerges as a pivotal diagnostic tool and action framework, clarifying the current landscape and facilitating blue ocean strategies. It succinctly depicts the existing strategic terrain and future potential. The current strategy canvas of domestic cricket leagues illuminates the red ocean scenario within Indian cricket. These leagues use contested in test or ODI formats among local and regional associations, confine players within national boundaries, and demand time and dedication from players and spectators alike. In 2003, England introduced a new cricket format, 2020 cricket, offering a faster-paced alternative to traditional forms. This TV-friendly variant, lasting 3 hours per match, diverged from the extended durations of Test and one-day cricket. 2020 cricket emerged as a faster, more aggressive variant, allotting each team just 20 overs, equivalent to 120 balls, to score runs. Initially dismissed by traditionalists for deviating from cricket's established tradition and style, 2020 has since become overwhelmingly popular, with 76% of cricket viewers favoring it over Test and one-day cricket. This format served as the foundation for the BCCI's creation of the IPL. While this tactical maneuver allowed the BCCI to retain its existing fan base, it also obscured its vision from recognizing latent demand beyond cricket enthusiasts. Thus, the BCCI exhibited double myopia, failing to anticipate its future trajectory and disregarding non-customers, those disengaged from cricket altogether. Though the realm of non-customers typically harbors blue ocean opportunities, few entities possess the insight to identify and engage them effectively. Converting this latent demand into tangible growth necessitates a deepened comprehension of non-customer demographics. 3 tiers of non-customers emerge. Firstly, general cricket fans who fervently support the Indian national team out of patriotism but become disengaged during international defeats or India's absence from play. In the 2007 Cricket World Cup, India's early exit from the tournament caused a drastic decline in viewership ratings, plummeting from an average of 7.5 to 1.6. The second tier of non-customers comprises women and children who find cricket laborious and uninspiring due to its intricate rules and protracted durations. Both Test and one-day cricket are perceived as excessively lengthy and complex for enjoyment. Enduring a 5-day match to determine the victor is deemed unpalatable, compounded by the perception that the game prioritizes players over spectators. Furthermore, enduring an entire day outdoors poses a daunting challenge. The third tier of non-customers encompasses the global cricket audience, who harbor limited interest beyond their national cricket scene. An Australian cricket enthusiast, for instance, would dismiss India's domestic league as amateurish, played by unfamiliar players. Commonalities across the 3 tiers of non-customers in Indian cricket include the excessive duration of games, perceived boredom, an event-centric focus on match outcomes, and the homogeneity of team compositions based on nationality, which elicits limited cross-border support. The first principle of the Blue Ocean Strategy entails reconstructing market boundaries to transcend competition and cultivate a blue ocean. This principle addresses the pervasive search risk that many companies grapple with. The challenge lies in identifying commercially compelling blue ocean opportunities amid a plethora of possibilities. Sean Kim and Renee Mauborgne outline 6 paths for reshaping market boundaries, termed the 6 Paths Framework. Look across alternative industries instead of fixating on industry competition. Look across strategic groups rather than adhering solely to established groups. Look across the chain of buyers instead of targeting the same buyer group as the industry. Look across complementary products and services rather than limiting focus to industry offerings. Look across functional or emotional appeal to buyers instead of accepting industry norms. Look across time to identify impactful trends that shape buyers' value perceptions. Initially, the BCCI explored opportunities by examining prominent sports leagues like the English Premier League, EPL, and the National Football League, NFL. The EPL, for instance, attracts viewers worldwide, including those with no affiliation to England who stay up late to watch matches. The BCCI pondered over the global appeal of the English Premier League, EPL, observing how even individuals outside the UK with limited knowledge of football were fervently passionate about it. The allure lay in the breathtaking and dramatic matches featuring the world's top players, akin to Hollywood celebrities, such as David Beckham, who commanded a dedicated fan base. This blend of elite competition and glamorous personalities propelled the domestic football league to global recognition and commercial success. Turning their gaze to Indian leisure pursuits, the BCCI examined alternatives such as television, cinema, and dining out. Bollywood, in particular, emerged as a cornerstone of Indian culture, transcending age, gender, and caste barriers, with television serving as a ubiquitous and affordable entertainment medium for Indian households. Bollywood productions delivered compelling narratives, evocative performances, and larger-than-life stars, captivating audiences across demographics. In contrast, cricket was perceived as a serious and impractical pastime, demanding prolonged attention over multiple days, a luxury few families could afford. Drawing insights from alternative industries, the BCCI sought to infuse the cricket league with elements of fun, excitement, and charm. Embracing the entertainment value inherent in Bollywood, the BCCI augmented cricket matches with cheerleaders, fireworks, and other spectacular shows, transforming the spectator experience into a holistic entertainment package. Thus, spectators were not merely drawn to watch the games, but were also treated to a captivating spectacle, enhancing the appeal and commercial viability of the cricket league. Additionally, it fosters a unique club culture, wherein supporters engage in club activities even outside of game days. Capitalizing on the burgeoning TV penetration rates, which soared by approximately 150% from 2003 to 2008, the BCCI identified the growing affinity of Indian families towards television as their primary leisure activity. Recognizing this trend, the BCCI seized the opportunity to craft an engaging cricket spectacle tailored for TV audiences. Illustrated in the strategy canvas of the IPL is its unparalleled value proposition for cricket enthusiasts in contrast to traditional one-day cricket internationals such as the Cricket World Cup. While conventional cricket leagues adhered to established norms akin to the Cricket World Cup, the IPL's value curve diverges by placing emphasis on the excitement and entertainment factor of the sport. Augmenting its allure, the IPL delivers unprecedented value, outshining alternatives such as the EPL and Bollywood dramas. Primarily, the IPL revolutionized team dynamics by dismantling the barriers between international and domestic ligas, ushering in privately owned teams composed of both foreign and domestic talents. Consequently, the long-standing demarcation between international and domestic cricket leagues dissipated, allowing fans to rally behind teams based on their unique charisma and appeal, rather than national affiliations. By rendering nationality inconsequential, the IPL showcases exceptional foreign talent within the domestic league, thereby elevating the overall playing standard. Instead of fixating on national identity, privately owned teams aspire to cultivate their distinct culture and brand, mirroring renowned franchises like the New York Yankees and Real Madrid. In so doing, individuals become more deeply connected to the team. Additionally, the BCCI revolutionized cricket by embracing the 2020 format, a 3-hour spectacle with limited overs, prioritizing victory over testing endurance. Unlike traditional cricket formats focused on toughness and endurance, this rapid-paced style offers heightened intensity and dynamic player action, captivating viewers with half the duration of a Cricket World Cup. Furthermore, the IPL presents Indian families with unparalleled entertainment, featuring not only thrilling cricket matches but also captivating performances by cheerleading squads and Bollywood celebrities. Notably intertwined with Bollywood, the IPL, boasting ownership by iconic figures like India's Shah Rukh Khan, transcends conventional demand, converting non-customers across 3 tiers into cricket enthusiasts. The first tier of non-customers, whose cricket interests lie entirely in the outcome of the national team, no longer exists, as teams are not nationality-based. The second tier of non-customers, women and children, want to watch the IPL to see their Bollywood idols and charismatic star players. They also prefer the simpler, easier form of the sport. The third tier of non-customers, who are not interested in other countries' domestic leagues, want to watch the IPL due to its world-class play. The BCCI's transformation extends beyond gameplay, altering league management norms. Traditionally, the BCCI organized domestic leagues involving its 27 associations, bearing all operational marketing, player, staff, and stadium costs. The BCCI employed questionable profit practices, relying heavily on the popularity of the league for revenue from sponsorships and entrance fees. Despite fixed costs like stadium rental fees remaining unchanged, the BCCI struggled to fully capitalize on cricket's immense popularity. Notably, it undervalued its broadcast rights, initially selling them to an agent who then resold them to broadcasters at a higher price, leaving doubts about whether the media rights were sold at their true worth. These arrangements failed to benefit the BCCI, leading to chronic fiscal inefficiency. To address this, the BCCI revamped its business model by exploring alternative sports leagues. While franchising sports teams is not new, the concept hadn't been embraced in cricket until then. By selling teams, the BCCI not only created another revenue stream independent of viewership, but also shared costs with franchises. The value of each franchise was determined through a public auction, ensuring fair valuation. Franchising and auctions revolutionized BCCI's financial strategy for the IPL, paving the way for unparalleled commercial triumph with minimized costs. The IPL drastically cut expenses by delegating tasks like stadium rentals and player salaries to franchisees, while team management took charge of marketing and operations, reducing overheads. Meanwhile, revenue streams flourished. Firstly, BCCI introduced auctions to bypass middlemen, ensuring fair pricing for sponsorships and media rights, resulting in full revenue retention. Secondly, revenue sources were diversified and sold individually, maximizing profits. For example, broadcast rights were tailored to different mediums and regions. Thirdly, the IPL amassed $718 million in franchise fees over a decade, sustaining its financial model with support from sponsors covering costs and purchasing sponsorships. All players in the IPL ecosystem reap benefits. The BCCI orchestrated a successful, cost-efficient league to meet public demand. Franchisees not only turn profits, but also witness brand value growth through BCCI collaboration. Broadcasters capitalize on increased viewership, selling advertising slots at premium rates. This innovative approach sets the IPL apart from other cricket events, with the BCCI creating value for fans, partners, and itself. Fans enjoy exciting cricketainment with top players, making it an engaging and affordable entertainment choice for Indian families, while globally it shines as a premier cricket league transcending boundaries. The 8 distinctive franchises are experiencing a remarkable surge in revenue and team worth, courtesy of the IPL's immense popularity. A recent study underscores the IPL's status as a $413 billion brand, marking a twofold increase since 2009. IPL players are not only enjoying elevated incomes, but also basking in global acclaim and recognition. What's particularly striking is how the IPL, fostered within a developing nation by the BCCI, has defied conventional norms within the cricket industry, fundamentally reshaping the landscape of the sport. It's unparalleled for a domestic sports league originating from a third-world country to captivate the global cricket community's attention to this extent, solidifying its position as the world's 6th largest sports league by market size. Furthermore, the IPL's triumph is expected to catalyze increased sports involvement in India, thereby raising the nation's fitness standards. In the foreseeable future, India is primed to produce internationally acclaimed athletes, echoing its successes in academia, business, and politics. In conclusion, the Indian Premier League, IPL, stands as a remarkable example of innovation and transformation within the realm of sports entertainment. By breaking away from traditional cricketing norms and embracing new formats, the IPL not only reinvigorated the cricketing landscape in India, but also captured the imagination of millions worldwide. The IPL's success lies in its ability to transcend boundaries, both literal and figurative. By bridging the gap between international and domestic cricket, adopting the dynamic 2020 format, and integrating elements of Bollywood entertainment, the IPL created a unique and captivating experience for fans. Furthermore, the IPL's innovative business model centered around franchising and revenue sharing revolutionized the management of cricket leagues, setting a new standard for sports organizations worldwide. Beyond its commercial success, the IPL has had a profound impact on Indian sports culture, inspiring a new generation of athletes and elevating the country's status on the global sporting stage. As we reflect on the journey of the IPL, it serves as a testament to the power of innovation, adaptation, and bold thinking. In an ever-changing world, the IPL stands as a shining example of what can be achieved when tradition meets innovation.